Hello, hello. Hi, hello. Hi there. How's it going? You feel a little low. I feel like on top of my head's being like I need to adjust this slightly. Hold on. How are we doing? That's a bit better. How are we? Oh, you feel low? I'm sad to hear that. 365 beeps. Are you for serious right now? Is that for realsies happening? Grabs your head. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm well, thank you. It's been a productive morning, getting everything ready for the big day. Doing a lot of coding. For those that don't know, I'm remaking the event system basically from scratch, so that requires a lot of adjustments are being made for how the code works. Can I do something like this? Hold on. If I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this. No. Okay. Hold on. I'm weak. I'm so weak. Why is this so hard to undo? There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. And then we do that. And then there we go. Okay, cool. That's a little bit higher now. It's a little less intense. Let me just readjust that properly. There we go. Okay, cool. Hi, that's a little bit closer now, and it was just like touching the desk. It felt weird. I just got back. Sad machines happening right now. For those that don't know, soon, very soon, something is happening. Allow me to show you. Hold on. Just checking that there's nothing that... Okay, I think we're good. Oh, what's this? Oh. Ooh. Hate it when these guys are vague. I'm sorry. What is this? Wait, I'm scared of the dark. Can you bring the sun back? What is this? Wait, let me let this play through. Thank you guys for 39 months, Crous. Is this in reverse? Yo, why does it actually kind of slap in reverse? There's a whole thread. Wait, this is really good. It's too bright. I need to sleep. Can you turn out the lights again? Is it just this? It's just that with... Okay, cool. No, the monster in the dark is going to get me. Why? I feel like that could have gone on a lot longer. I feel like that could have happened. And then there's people making guesses. There's a couple of guesses being thrown in. Rats SMP3. Rats SMP3? Oh, what's wrong with you? Crimson, E. Let's see what else. Crimson. What does this mean? I don't know what this is. I'm scared to look at the quote retweets, but I will. I shall. Hold on. Okay. Let's see what people have said. No, he said he went back on that a bit ago. What did I say? Who's the couple saying, Owen, anyone with a hunch the N65 street gets free merch? Yo, Nerdy Gay Boy! I'm sorry. I went back on that ages ago. I'm so sorry. But well done for catching 365 consecutive streams in a row. That's crazy. Persephone's freaking out. Is that me? Why is this a reaction image? What even is that? Is that a TwitchCon? I don't remember this in the slightest. from Bex's vlog. That's so funny. Manifesting. Aeon is sat. Rendog, but vampire, horror SMP. It's interesting to see what direction people go from giving them a teaser. It's not going to happen, but mumbo jumper over your laptop, please. That's like definitely an altar of some kind. There's a pedestal there. I'm sat. You're sat. You do be sat. Right now, you are sat down. Here you are again. And the only text posted is a crescent moon. So maybe vampires or werewolves. Also, the score playing that is so beautiful. I'm glad you guys like it. That's a Pal Creations original. I like how people only have 2 guesses, Team Vampire or Team Werewolf. It's like Twilight all over again. Interesting. Is that the consensus then? I totally didn't watch your Eve VOD over Crimson. Nope, totally not. I'm totally not excited. I saw that didn't come through. I don't know why. Do I not have TTS on this screen maybe? We're either getting a new villain Owen or a guy that goes through horrors Owen. Those are essentially the only 2 kind of characters I play. Or Rat. That's it. Halloween themed SMP. You guys are clocking that this is happening in the autumnal era. No matter what, this will not be normal. That's good to hear. Jimmy Solidarity, I need you to lock in. Did I predict Power Vampires correctly? Oh my goodness, this definitely feeds into fear that this is vampires or werewolves. I'm smiling, I'm sat. Can Zombie Cleo be in this one? Technically, you can still kind of see this being a fantasy medieval SMP if you squint hard enough. Holy moly. Right, is the secret third option. Yeah, exactly. So lots of, well, I say lots of guesses. It's actually only a few, it seems. But it ranges. You guys have got like, I can reveal that you've got the general vibe correct, which was kind of evident from the teaser. That's like why we were giving that to you. Okay, let me have a look at this. Okay, cool. I came up with an idea. I don't know if I like it. So I was thinking about the fact I was building something for Crimson, and I accidentally, the commands that I ran ended up making the entire thing like multi-layered, like this. Hold on. I just double press space to try and fly. Actually, for a better concept, let me use a different block. Okay, hear me out. I have absolutely no idea how this is going to look. Hello, all the sheep. So, like, that looks like it's on one layer. Like, it could. Other than, obviously, the blocks not lining up correctly. But I think this kind of building style could prove really useful, and I think it's like needed in order to add depth to a build. So my thought was, and this came off the back of Stevie being confused over what the, like, asking really scrutinizing details over the build. Yo, Big, how's it going? Good to see you. What if I made where the orange is, like, physically out? Not by just one block, but I do like this. Hold on. So imagine like this as the panel. And then behind it, behind this panel is the stone. And then we do like that. And then to connect it together, we do like... like that kind of vibe. So that like when you're underneath it, it doesn't look stupid, that fact that there's like a big gap in the space. But also when you're like far away, it kind of like has a bit more depth to it. I might give that a go. either today or in the future. It would only be where the orange is. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Hey, Inky Chocolate. How's it going? Let me load up Chatty on my screen real quick so I can see what you guys are saying even when I'm tabbed out. Did I just get ghost pings? What happened there? Hold on.
I've been working on preparing a D&D campaign based around a magic school and decided I would design a whole homebrew potion making system with the ingredients themselves having properties which affect what the potion becomes. I'm starting to realize this might be a bit of a big project.
That sounds like a big project. Even just to explain it, it sounds like a big project. But that sounds very cool. As someone who made a spellcasting system, but it was coding for Toby, yeah, that sounds like it would be a big thing. Okay, we're basically going to attack this anywhere where there's netherrack. We're going to remove that. And replace it with the blocks that it should be. So let's just jump up there and have a little look around and see where there's some netherrack. I think I'm probably going to have to do the pipes today, which I have been putting off. So we'll see. But on average, has everybody been having a good day? Actually, we can find out. Hold on. How good your day? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to do 1 abysmal. Insanely good. Neutral. Meh. Good. Okay. So 1 is abysmal, 2 is meh, 3 is neutral, 4 is good, 5 is insanely good. The grading really came out well. Thanks. Yeah, I'm pleased with it. Let's pop all the orange blocks in here. Grab that scaffolding back. We might need that. Chess monsters slowly being built. Man, I can't wait to have like small project chess monsters that are organized by copper golems. I need them to release it like now. I'm so upset that it hasn't come out yet because it's such a good thing. Tang? Oh. Sorry, I lost him for a second there. Have you guys seen the Halloween Pokemon packs? I'm kind of tempted to get them. They kind of look actually really cool. Waiting for a doctor's appointment. They're like the trick or treat Pokemon packs for Halloween. Basically, you buy like a box of them and there's like 30 packs in there. But all the packs have just like 3 cards. So the idea being is that you like, when somebody comes along to do a trick or treat at your door, you can give them a trick or treat pack, which is like very low, small amount, but you get like all the dopamine from opening it, but it's like a very small pack. Looks like we've actually done this already. Oh my gosh. Wait, what? I completely forgot that we textured this entire side. I saw this and was like, oh, I'm going to have to do this whole wall. But I didn't realize what I was looking at was actually the pipe. That's sick. Well done, me. Gosh, I'm so good at this. All right, well then let's make the pipe. I got like 5 to 6 of those last year. That's awesome. I think I might buy all of them and then all of them for me. I might just have all of them for me. Right, I have to hide my resource pack here so I can see the blocks for what they are. Okay. So, a pipe. I'm going to look it up. Let's have a little look at industrial pipe Minecraft. Technically, you shouldn't look up Minecraft when looking for reference builds, but it's kind of difficult not to. All of these are too colorful. I'm really sad that netherite is so expensive because this is literally the closest we have to cast iron. I'm busy catching up on Cowboys right now. Hello, it's good seeing you live. I do be live. I think what we're going to do is make like... This is probably the closest we'll get to having Blackstone. And by closest, I mean we're probably going to have Blackstone. So like, we'll do something like this. 365 beat boops. What's crazy about 365 beat boops is that it's actually longer than a year because I don't stream every day. So you've caught all streams for more than a year. I'm really kind of struggling to wrap my head around how massive that is. All I'll say is either take a screenshot of you having 365 beat boops right now, or keep the streak going, because there's going to be something soon that you will want to have the high streaks for. Oh, and I catch the students when I'm at church. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Ignorance is bliss sometimes. I have high streaks in my heart? Yes. You also married me, so you kind of just win by default, I'm afraid. So sorry. What do you think, Luan? For like a pipe design, I'm trying to do like a sort of, imagine it's like a circle kind of vibe. Sorry, a cylinder. It's like the closest I can get to a cylinder, giving off the impression of some kind of rounded corners. Might even punch some of these out. No, now it looks like a wall. Whoops. Man, I'm so sad that I can't have. Thank you very much, Secretly the Devil. You said you watched me while you were at church, and the devil rocked up being like, is that so? Thank you very much for the 4 months. Aeon, excuse my ignorance. Is there like the equivalent of the devil for you? And like that whole ethos of religion? The devil from the Bible? It's kind of, yeah, I mean, I kind of want something a little bit more, oomph. I'm not the biggest fan of streaks because of then it's all off when it goes, so I don't try very hard. That's fair. Okay, what else can I add here that I honestly, reinforced deep state would be pretty cool, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it. It's sad that Twitch just broke my streak for no reason 90 streams ago because I would have had... No, don't say that, Lord. Don't say that. I'm sorry. I'm just more happy that when I pretend it isn't this. That is totally fair. I 100% get you. Like, sometimes I wish that having that like, oh, it's counting up. And then when it like breaks for no reason, it's like, well, then why do I even bother trying, you know? There's Shaitan, which literally means Satan. I don't know if this is true in Christianity, but used to be an angelic called Iblis. I think the devil in Christianity is a fallen angel. I'm hazy on the specifics. But yes, I would say that sounds about right. It broke me for a lot, so I don't really care that much anymore. Totally valid. It's a good question. Well, I mean, it is literally the definition of ignorant, but I'm not like hung up on it, you know, because I can just ask. But yes, thank you for answering my question. Okay, that's actually a pretty good gradient. If I can find some walls that look like that, what's the closest I can get for that with walls? It's probably this. Yeah, we could actually get a really nice gradient going with walls. So on my streak broke, I was less present for streams. Yeah, there's that like grieving process that chatters have to do when they lose their streak. I can't say, I can't really say much on that because there may or may not be things happening in the may or may not near future, maybe potentially, that fixes that kind of loop when it comes to that. But I mean, who can say, really? Not me. I know nothing. Let's try this. No, that's just, again, the same thing. They announced it at TwitchCon? Maybe. I would or would not know. As long as I'm not missing out on stuff because I lose my streak. Anyway, it's getting colder, ain't it? Does anyone feel like it's getting colder? It's getting winter, autumn, and stuff. I'm gonna fully unblock you on Twitch. That's mean. It's a mean thing to do. Yeah, that's a pipe. Sure, why not? Miami feels a little hotter. Are you in the southern hemisphere? I'm going to grab that and I'm going to go back to my... Yes, Halloween soon. Halloween soon. Spooky vibes are happening. I'm kind of like faintly aware of a lot of responsibilities that I have coming up in the autumn time, but I'm just sort of like ignoring it in the hopes that it doesn't jump scare me. Because the reason I lost my streak was because you decided to stream on the one plane ride I didn't buy Wi-Fi for. Actually shaking my head. Sorry, I guess. Quimson. Now you're just making fun of me. Do I have any Blackstone? Did I bring some up and then go, no, I don't like it? I have a little bit. Oh, kind of, actually. Let's move this over to here. I'm going to need a lot more Blackstone than that. Let's see if I have any more over by the house. 30 degrees in Italy. There's a chill on the air here. I've moved Nemo closer to the door. He's currently outside. Nemo's an orange tree, for those that don't know. I'm planning on moving him inside. And I'm hoping that I can take care of him properly over the winter. Really kind of nurse him back up to health. 4 hours of maths. Ooh. Said it was Lucifer, he was an archangel, and they are the devil. And that's what I know from knowledge. I think it's slightly different due to interpretation I'm only getting into from Catholicism. I think you got the general vibe correct. Right, Blackstone. That would be in the Nether. Okay. Let's take this. How do I make smooth basalt? Polished basalt. That's what I'm after. Yeah, we'll take that. May have just made a mistake. But maybe we can use this mistake. Yeah. The Nether. Okay, there's our basalt. There's a little bit more polished Blackstone. Yes, I am going to eat some food in a second. Hold on. Blackstone wall. I think we're going to need to go mine some more Blackstone, which means... And that motivation. Question for you. Are your YouTube videos usually formatted in the 16:9 ratio? Why? Is something gone wrong? You made me nervous. I think so, yes. They should be. Did something go wrong? Nothing's wrong? Okay. As you were. Let's do this and that. Abolish! Thank you for the 38 months. Much appreciated. I need the dimensions to be correct. That's fair. That is true. And that motivation. Hup, hup. Lucifer disobeyed God with other angels and was put to hell for their disobedience. At least that's what I learned in my religious classes. And I'm Catholic, so I just wanted to say something to that earlier comment. No, valid. Oh, this is the wrong portal. No, I'm in my steps, and you know Oh, I didn't actually get to see what the poll results were. Ah! What was the results? What's the PH texture pack? I'm snooping. PH is prop hunt. Did you go back in the VOD to look at what my things were? Funky, funky seaweed. I love the funky, funky seaweed texture pack. Hey, Stevie. It was for the joke. Ah, I see. This and this. I love like sci-fi hardcore. It's here. It's happening. It's right now. We're doing it. This is it. It's happening right now. This is it. The moment you've been waiting for. The thing that you wanted to watch. It's here now. Here it is. You said wrong portal and I said my bad. Oh. What was wrong with that one? I see. I see. That no, it is a good joke, but you're not allowed to say, you're not allowed to apologize, unfortunately. Sorry. I saw it, my internet it's frozen over the text packs. I see. Let's take this and this. Pop that there. Sleep. Wait, did we? Oh, we missed the 1000th day. Oh, well. I have to do another 1,000, I guess. This is what we got on 1,000 days, chat. Wait, I can put in the title. I can finally put in the title. Plus 1,000 day world. Yeah, that's going to start bringing in the views. What do you have to show for it? This massive thing. Are those observers for decoration? Yeah. Good luck, charm. Oh. When are we getting our apology perms back? I'll give it like 5 more days. It's all right. We'll do the other 1,000 another day. What is this and why is it here? I have typed the 400 days plus hardcore too many times for the VOD spreadsheet. Good Kid performing at TwitchCon San Diego. Wait, what? They're doing it at TwitchCon San Diego? Or they're just doing it at San Diego? Wait, what? Is it during... What about the coveted sorry, not sorry? That's unfortunately has the word sorry in it. Is that still allowed since it's technically not an apology? I would allow it, and the mods clearly have allowed it as well. So, thanks, mods. It works. Why do I not have money for... Wait. This is so sad. What if I just say that I need to go to the toilet during MCC and run to where good kids are performing? Do you think how long do you think before they would swap me out? And then how long would I be banned from MCC by Scott's Major? Who can say? Yeah, maybe. 15 minutes probably max. I feel like you would ban me for longer than that. Little joke for you there. Right, well, the Bastion has Blackstone, but we're not gonna. Not funny? I thought it was kind of funny. You can make a sequel to that one video if you did. True. I'll just put on a wig. Solid. Great. You'll probably do better than I would, so that works fine for me. You can keep my average up. Just glitch again. Just got to glitch again. It's insane how... What's the right word? Not profitable, although that is also a correct word for this. How influencing that stupid glitch was. Okay, there's some basalt, but I'm looking for Blackstone. And he got me a job in all things MCC with Callum. I enjoyed editing for all things MCC. That was a fun era. Callum was just like, just make whatever series you want. I got to just like do whatever. I love people's priority. Some people want their average to stay up, whereas I'm annoyed that my average is staying down in testing. Are you getting better? To cheer me up was my first Owen YouTube video I watched. Yeah, I think it was a lot. It was a big intro to the Juice Cafe. A Bastion is looking mighty tempting. I can't even see it from here. I don't want to do it. I'm keeping an eye out for blimmin' magma cubes. They'll mess me up if they find me. Apparently, I barely play. You're just learning. Thanks you a yarn in denial in... Just had a stroke while reading that. I forgot the Juice Cafe existed. Excuse me, you're in it right now. Can't wait till I'm getting my PC fixed, which means I'll be able to stand it up. And when I can stand it up, I'll be able to raise this desk up and down because it's motorized. Oh, this feels weird. But right now I can't really do that. Hold on. What was it at? That'll do. So I'm going to be able to do streams standing up, which I feel like is going to unlock some kind of gremlin energy in me. Yeah, is the desk going up or am I going up? That's the question. Man, I'm really banking on my aim if I fall into lava while I have this splash pot, because I need to look directly upwards. And if I panic and throw it in front of me, it's just gonna sink. Splash potion, yeah. If I would need to look directly up, it would have to go onto me in order to actually take effect. That's a lot of blackstone, but I feel like I can get a little bit more. Why did you bring a splash potion? It's the only one I have. It's all I've got left. It's fine. A splash potion will get it done. Splash potions get it done. You couldn't have brewed more? Probably. Look, if I die to fire damage because I didn't brew a non-splash potion, it'll just be a new lesson learned. Like, make sure you have your Elytron. And don't pick a fight with an Enderman that you can't take. And make sure you have an Elytron. And watch out for creepers. They will kill you. I kind of knew that one already going into the game, but for some reason it still managed to catch me out. Oh my gosh, I saw a horrible clip of Chaz Sturdy the other day. It was a clip of him in a hardcore world flying with an elytra, and he like swoops down onto the edge of a very large ring in the ocean of a mega base that he's building. It's an incredible looking mega base. He's platform here, creeper here. He flies in, hits the creeper. The creeper goes backwards with him and explodes in his hitbox because he like flies and lands in the water and kills him instantly. Elytra plus creeper is a horrible combo. Insta death. One of the few things in this game that can actually insta kill you. I didn't even know he played hardcore. I didn't know Chaz played hardcore. Dripstone can insta kill you, yeah, full damage. There's a reason why a lot of the deaths in hardcore happen instantly. Because usually the player can mitigate damage over time. The two unique circumstances that I've seen of that is Phil's death, where he actually just kind of got boxed, and somebody who died to a piglin because it just combo womboed him and he couldn't get out of this like area that he'd made himself. I don't even think it was a piglin brew. I think he just happened to have an Elytron. End crystals, respawn anchor. Yeah, those will get you. Although I don't know if they would insta kill you if you had full iron. Full netherite. I presume they would actually. Let's do this. Do I have an ender chest? I do. Let's do this. I don't know why I thought opening that was going to explode. This conversation is making me uneasy. Oh, why is it broken again? That's it. I'm booting it up. Can we refund Stevie, please? The can is right next to you. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, the Nart plushies are going into production chat as we speak. All of them, all of the Nart plushies. People stream website needs to now crash because that's what it usually does when I try and access it. I'll give it a sec so they can crash. I'm having to mess with packets, chat. The worst day has come. Okay, here's a little tech lesson for you. World borders in Minecraft are server-centric, meaning if I change the world, if I ran /world border here in the Nether, it would also change it in the overworld. It would be the exact same. That also applies to mini games. So if I made the world border like 100 in Void Rising, and then I went back to the lobby and I made it 50 in the lobby, it would be 100. It would be 50 in Void Rising. It's not funny, Dally. That's really mean. You've hurt my feelings. Which wasn't a problem before because I always was coding it where like you could either be in the lobby or the lobby or the mini game. But with the new update I'm making, you can be in the lobby and there can be multiple games happening at once. So a Void Rising game can be happening while, I don't know, a Spleef game is happening. And you can choose which one you want to join. That's like how I'm modeling this. Which comes with a problem where we can't use the vanilla commands. And I can't do it on Spigot or Paper because I'm using something called ArcLight, which is something that allows plugins to talk to mods. Because for this Cowboy event, I need to have all of the Cowboy mods working, so it has to be on ArcLight. So now I'm having to use packets, which is information that gets sent directly to clients. So like there's the server and the client sends a packet to the server saying, I've broken this block. And then the server sends packets to everybody on the server being like, this block has now been broken, just so you're aware. So I have to tweak individual packets that are being sent so that I can give the packets to the server and say, send this packet to all the clients. And the server goes, okay, I'll send this packet to all the clients that says that the world border is now 100 blocks or whatever. Which is a really horrible thing to do because it hurts your brain, and when it breaks, it doesn't break in the way you'd expect, and it's debugging's horrible. And instead of it being one line, it's like 15 lines of code that you have to make, and all of them suck because they don't read well. But the advantage when you get it working is that you can send different packets to different people. So if I'm playing a mini game in a world, Apo could be in the same world as me, but I could send a packet to her saying the world border is 50 blocks long, like 50 blocks wide. And to me, I could send it saying the world border is 100 blocks wide. So that's a cool functionality that I don't really need right now, but might prove helpful in the future. So yeah, it's hurting my brain. But it's cool. Just thought I'd share. I'm going to head out. I need to catch up on Cowboys. No worries. Also, debugging is the worst. It always takes forever. Yeah, debugging sucks because it's not the new fun stuff. It's fixing the old boring stuff that you've already made. And then debugging packets is even worse. Hate it. So it's the TTS side. Oh, yeah, let me check on. Okay, there was a problem. Server might be down, except then when I restart the web page, then it just immediately works. And then when I go to text to speech and I click this, and I click save, Twitch error duplicate reward, cancel, space, TTS, save, space, TTS, save. I try now. Enjoy barding. Nope. I'll just read it. Would you be up to give me a full walk around reference view of the channel hopper sometime today? Obviously, no worries, it doesn't fit your plans. I just really don't understand the right backside of the build. You'll probably see it while I'm working on the pipes. I need to make some steps. This is egregious. It's crazy how just that's what I need to do. Captions fix. I need to look into fixing captions again. Getting rest from you just working has been a struggle. Maybe that's how, maybe I'm doing it on purpose. Because then it gives me more time to make the build. Had you considered that? I don't have a boat. This isn't metagaming. That's just good strategy. That's cheating. He's cheating. I don't owe you a walk around. That wasn't part of the agreement. If anything, you asking me to give you clear refs, that's metagaming. What agreement? There wasn't really agreement. There's just a challenge of whether I'm skipping this. Can I build the channel hopper before Stevie draws it? I can't just know. I can't just know what you build. I don't know what you want to say. Can you owe me half a chocolate bar instead? I need chocolate and I'm out. I went and got this chat, and then I went and got this, and then as I sat down at my computer, I had just been in the I just been in the lounge. I walked into the lounge into my study. I closed the door partly behind me. I sit down. The lounge lights are off. I look up and there's just I haven't heard her the entire time I've been doing this. Luana's just staring through the door at me. This is my chocolate too. Do you want to go get the other one and swap? No. What? You want that one? All right. I'm going to have this one then, yeah? Okay. Here you go, Brooke. Eat up. It's Tony's chocolate. The best one. She must have heard me get up on stream, heard me open the fridge next to her office, and then ran out as I walked away. You're walking? It's real good. Fictional pup. It's probably the best chocolate I've ever had. As soon as you got up, she said, wait. I love how I'm just perpetually going to get more animals, more chickens as I pick up eggs and throw them. I wish there was a way to like enable a game rule that the sheep like.
What's up? I'm back with my 46 months.
Thanks for the 46 months. Do you hear that crunch? That was crazy. Hold on. Yeah, I wish there was a way to make a game rule that the animals would like breed if they found like long grass and stuff, or like grass around, so that it felt like the world was aging. You know what I mean? Or like if a chicken egg item sits on the ground long enough, there's a chance it might turn into a chicken. Like it would just go. That's my egg cracking noise. Okay, here we go. This is the backside. This is the bit that we're going to be working on today. This bit, I can see why you would be confused by this, because frankly, that is such a weird shape for you to be able to like guess that that's what it looks like. Oh, screen, sorry. My bad. Game rule, I'm lazy, true. Surprise, it's a hexagon. Yeah, this shape's kind of different from what I usually make. Just another hexagon. All right, hold on. I'm going to show you. One sec. An upcoming queer artist. No, think of the twit longer. Oh, man. Hmm. 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 Mm-mm. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-mm. Hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I got it. Are you guys just yapping about how bad I am? How's that? It's great, Owen. Oh, thanks, chat. Let me do the walls real quick. Okay, we're looking at these again. So we want this, but in this form. So there. And then we want... Mm, mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm. This. This. Are both suffering this week and you're taunting us? Why are you suffering? What's happened? There you go. That's the wall version. Different blocks. That's not basalt. That's deep slate. But it still works. That's the best gradient I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I think that works fine. I could even, I think, go a little further. Is there such a thing as raw? Oh, there is. Amazing work. Amazing, great. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. This. Cool. That helps a little bit. Now we have one-to-one everything we need. And we just need to... Let's just say it's something you'll never go through, Owen. Oh. Oh, so... Oh. So me bringing out me, a man, bringing out chocolate while you... It's not even that good, chocolate. Don't even... Just say you hate... I'm taking this to Twitter. No! Oh, I knew this would be on my undoing. Chat goes, you knew? Sorry, hold on. You knew? Why did you have foresight about this? Okay. My husband, 28, said to me, 23F, that he hates women. I didn't say that. No one said that. Okay. Let's just do... The gradient will be pretty easy, I think. I just need to do this. Cool. And then this goes to there. Only 3 years ago, I'm waking up in cold sweat. One day I'm going to be undone for waving chocolate in front of suffering AFABs. And here I am. I knew it. Kind of wait to see what reference you use for these shapes to come from it. How do you mean? I'm confused. Sorry. Also, I'm stupid. So keep that in mind when you're explaining. This is actually not correct. This isn't how this works. And that's not how light works. So I'm just going to undo that. If I do this, none of these shapes are in the Bible. Then I can make this happen sooner. Are there any shapes in the Bible? Like, are things like circles and squares ever explicitly mentioned? The Holy Trinity? Not a shape. You're thinking of the Triforce. It's a little bit different. I don't know if I would say... I don't know if I would call a crucifix a shape as much as I would call it a symbol. Yeah, not a shape. Yeah. It's a symbol. A symbol of his undying love for you. Hi, Owen Juice TV, self-proclaimed Christian here. Take a seat. So, okay. That's fine. That's okay. That's all good. Joseph was a carpenter. Again, not a shape. That's a profession. Get out of here. That's a great... Get out of here. Is that ringed angel? He's a ringer shape. If they, what's the like donut shape that, that 3D modeling softwares always use? What's that lady's name again? Mary? Mother Maria? Okay, so I think you might be thinking of the hit movie and song Mamma Mia by ABBA. The triangle is the simplest of shapes made with straight sides. These are 3 sides to the Christian faith. Okay, we got a shape. Now we must ask the next question. What shape is named in the Bible that has the most sides? That's a great trivia question. Tell me that's not a great trivia question. Surely a dodecahedron. Probably, yeah. That's a great pub night trivia question. Or if you want to make it simpler, what is the only shape named in the Bible? Do shapes need sides to be considered shapes to you? Why are you saying to me as if like what I'm saying is particularly like controversial? You're like, oh, what's next? What, a square isn't a line is not a shape because it only has 2 sides? Yeah. He controls the shape. What, do shapes need sides? Yes. Not to me, just mathematically they need sides in order to be a shape. Can we do that game? We name a movie, you make it a religious thing? No, I feel like I've already towed the line too much in this stream. It's a bar and I've filled it up. What about a circle? That is a shape, yes. Okay, the only problem that I have with what I'm doing right now, circles don't have lines though. No, but they have sides. I didn't say lines. You said lines. The only problem with what I'm making right now is that it doesn't look good. I said lines. They said, boo-ha! This isn't dithered enough for my liking. So a ring is a shape. I don't know. Me who throw 2 verses into chat that mention shapes. Me who throw 2 verses into chat. I'm sorry, I missed it. He sits enthroned above the circle of the earth. The city was laid out like a square. As long as it was wide, he measured the city with the rod and found it to be 12,000 stadia in length and as wide and high as it is long. Imagine if the rod was only like this big. How exhausting that must have been. Like, constantly being like, and then that's another, and then another. That must have been such a boring process. The gear is up. Chat, do you think if I took my orange tree to a like public park and I buried it, and by that I mean planted it, do you think like the local council would take care of it not knowing that it was my tree? And then like if I dug it up when it was fully grown. You know, like a cuckoo bird. This looks so bad. When you don't diver things, it looks so doo-doo. You gotta diver. Bros, you gotta be diver. You gotta be divering. Who out here not divering? Call it a weed? How dare, there's no need for you to lash out at me just because I ate chocolate in front of you, alright? Dither? It's like this. Like fading it out rather than it being like this. You're asking if the government would be kind to something they didn't plan? Yeah, but like what if they wouldn't know? No, like the whole joy, the joy, don't know if that's the right word to use there. The whole power of a cuckoo bird is that the bird doesn't know it's taking care of another bird's offspring. Right. Yes. Okay, that looks so much better. Oh my gosh, that's actually night and day. It's crazy. Always be dithering. A, B, D. Without thinking of the Fruit Basket's Valentine's episode. Dither. D-I-T-H-E-R. There's no limit to sit and dither. There's no time to sit and dither while her withers with her, and no one keeps a cow for a friend. It's A, B, C, D. Always be continuously dithering. I mean, done correctly, sure, they probably would. Sick. It would then unfortunately die in the winter. But that's why I would come along. And they'd be like, Council, this is a Council, this is a orange tree. You can't have it out in the winter. And they were like, how did that get there? And I'll be like, I'll take it off your hands. Don't worry. Okay, that's not me. Don't do that emoji. All right, that's that bit. Oh, there's your one look. 3, 2, 1, and it's gone. Okay. And then they bulldoze it. They wouldn't bulldoze a sapling. Don't say that. Okay, I need to know. Do you think they'd make a public announcement like orange tree giveaway? No, I think they just bin it probably. I need to know if this is a uniquely English experience. You go outside and a farm somewhere has recently refertilized a field, so the entire town smells like cow manure. Is this something that exclusively is in the UK, or does it happen in other countries as well? Can't smell. You can't smell? How do I not know that? You've told me this before, haven't you? You're going to be like, you say that every time, Owen. And I'm going to be like, sorry, Dally. Yeah, okay. Sort of in the US, but like depends where you live. Yeah, I can imagine that not happening too much in like California. I'm getting worried that my knowledge of geography of the States is better than mine of Europe. People manure their front lawns. That's messed up. It doesn't happen in my area? Oh, no. All right, fair enough. No captions, I'm afraid. I live in a cow town. All right, well then maybe you're a bit of an outlier. Just depend where you live in California. Okay, so it's a universal experience. All right. Because it just happened to me just now, and I was like, this is strangely nostalgic. Like, it's kind of like a comforting, borderline comforting smell. Which is kind of crazy to say because it doesn't smell good. Because it used to happen... I used to live next to... not a farm, but when I lived in the south, the hills out the back of the where I lived were fields. So it was very common for that. First thing going to sixth form college, smelling that would be like the first thing of the day. All right, wall's done. And I've never experienced this here, so it's very dependent where you live. Fair. It feels like very much a near farm kid experience, but I didn't live next to a farm. How's it going, Banana? All right, I'm done with chocolate. I'm done with chocolate forever. I got a chocolate orange. Maybe I'm not done with chocolate. Give it here. Well, actually, just upset Brooks. I didn't do it to upset Brooks. I did it because I wanted chocolate. Technically, I should do these bits next while I am still in the wall mindset. So let's do that. Oh, wow, it's a good song. He says about his own playlist. It's for the theme. What does that... No, it doesn't... No, it doesn't make any sense at all. Not in something... Turn it up. All right, fine. Want to hear a joke? Is it the conclusion to the yellow thing? Is there a wall floating near the pistons? I don't see one. You get that next side if you win. Then you won't want me to change. Are the ones that stay the same. I'm just watching the VOD and the little collection of chisel stone bricks by the crash site you asked about earlier is a sausage from when you were explaining the game you made on a Discord stage a few months ago. Oh, the Sausage Festival game. Thank you, Jack Attack. Yes, I forgot that you watch the VODs while I'm live. We've got such an interesting group of people in this community who, rightfully as they're allowed, all choose to ingest my content in their own way. Go back and have more songs be like this. Yeah, man, this was so good. Ernest don't want me to change. Sometimes you get to stream late and want to know what you missed. Back to you an hour ago. See you later. I won't see you by the... They're probably already gone. The stream's got to end at like bang on 8 today. Because I watched the blueprints. I never watched VODs, but oh my god, it's pretty cool, huh? I feel like... Let me be real with you. I feel like I could make my VODs channel better and bigger if I should just ask here, you know, because they already watch all of the stuff anyway, and I should just give them a percentage of how the VOD channel does. If I like, okay, let me just give you an example. By ending bang on 8, I have got some Crimson test to do. Some very important Crimson test to do. Is this it? Yeah, so look at this. I'm really impressed with how Tubbo's VODs channel works. Tubbo returns to MC's. That's not the right one. Like his video, his live streams, his VODs are structured in a way that they look like they're full videos. I went through my insane unban requests. Like this looks like a video that would exist that's fully edited and subtitled, you know? But I'm gonna guess if we click this. Sorry, Toby, no AdSense from me today, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's just a stream. Yeah, just the titles and thumbnails. And does it even have an intro?
So, I've been streaming on Twitch for around 6 years now. 6 years of streaming, and in my time streaming, people have said some pretty horrific stuff in the Twitch chat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Unban Requests, where we are the judge,
so the intro's edited
of the fate of these awful Twitch chatters. If you do enjoy Unban Requests, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe to this VOD, and I will see you in the next one. See ya! Oh.
But the only way I can do this is if I do it immediately after I stream, or I'll forget what the jokes were. Because like for this VOD, it would be... Hey everybody, welcome back to the VODs channel. In this VOD today, we terrorize Stevie by not showing her the back of the build. We enjoy various... I mean, you won't hear the music. See, this isn't a very good intro. And Owen hates women, apparently. Anyway, enjoy the VOD. So, like, you see... But I don't want to do it, like, immediately after the thing that happens, the stream, because I'm so tired. Want a moment to be real. So why is it darker here, Owen? No, you did it again, Owen. You did it again. The light in the middle of the build, this bit is in the bottom. That bit is in the middle. This bit is... Oh. The light is catching all of this. This should all be light. Stupid, man. You can make like notes of things you'd want to reference at the end of each day. Yeah, I think that's what I got to do. Or whoever does the VOD for me needs to just give me a script of what to read. And then if I do that, it gives me way more like space to dither. And you remember, A, B, C, D, always be continuously dithering. So let's do like that. That's better. Literally the entire stream is just going to be these two pipes. Yeah, so like I could do my VODs channel like that, but then I don't know if it would be harder. Do I put the date in the like VOD? Because if I don't, it's going to be harder for people to find the things that they need. But if I put the date in, I feel like that immediately then ruins the clickability of the title. How this general side works. If it's just instead of rectangle, you set one side more and therefore the two long sides become diagonals. I'm talking about basically the whole right part. All right, I'll answer any questions that you have about it in a little bit. Yeah, the dates are kind of needed, but with the dates, it immediately nullifies it from being like a clickable video, you know? We could have this be longer. You could put it in the description. I think I'll start getting a bit of flack from the VOD watchers if they're like, I don't know what VOD it is when I'm clicking. But I guess it would make Hyar's like, hi by the way, Hyar, because you're watching this in the future. I think it would make Hyar's like archiving spreadsheet more valuable, because rather than searching up the date on my YouTube channel, you would do it on Hyar's actual like spreadsheet. No? Does that make sense? Am I talking nonsense? So yeah, this isn't like that at all. Also, as long as they are uploaded in order, VOD watchers can always just make sure they're going in the video order. True, true. Oh. Maybe new year, new me, I'll do it slightly differently. I'm pretty certain, okay, I can't be certain, but I'm pretty certain what at TwitchCon this year, Europe, so Rotterdam 2025, Gucky was talking about their VODs and mentioned how they do it, which was also... Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this and it's looking more like, again, I think like ages ago, they used to do like episodic style. But these are all more structured like, yeah, so like Area Unknown. Back when it was Area Unknown, it was like, see episode 50, episode 53 or whatever, episode 52. Whereas in more recently, it's listening to Epic while drawing. I finally played Repo. I got hacked in web phishing. Interesting. I feel like just post it in order, because I definitely feel like dates don't gather interest in clickability and only for us regulars. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting vibes. Because like per time put in, it's kind of insane how the VODs are actually starting to like outdo my main VOD, my YouTube channel. Like the amount of effort I put into like just uploading a VOD and the amount that it retains in terms of like AdSense and stuff is kind of stupid. So if I can make that viewing experience better, then makes sense. Okay, so this bit is dark up here. It's gonna be very dark because this is all the pipe still. Okay, there. And then let's dither in this. I guess it makes sense though. It's longer, so more time watching. Longer, more ad time. Sorry, more watch time, more AdSense. And it's literally just taking a file that I just did this and uploading it there. It's kind of a no-brainer. Ooh. Something you do for the VODs channel for better experience is making the playlists. Okay, sure. You mean like updating them? Perhaps the highlights are gone now because that means people need to go to YouTube to watch it. True. Updating the playlists. It doesn't take too long. Once Crimson is like up and running, I'll look into my own stuff again. Please, the playlists. What's out of date? What was the last thing I made? Hold on. Playlists. Hey, look at this. That's cool. Hold on. The only video in my liked playlist for this channel is the little blue sci-fi PMV. So you got Minecraft Championship, SOS, me playing MCCI, my hardcore world. I could split that into season 1, 4, and 5. Pirates, New Life, Subathon for 2023, 30-day hardcore 2024. Oops. I have one specifically dedicated to me playing an escape room with Scott. That's so funny. All of the Outsiders, all of Rats, and then mixed bag for everything else. And I'll go update all the playlists. Deal. Is that enough to buy you chocolate? So we would need what? Cowboys, Rats 2, all of the new hardcore stuff, all of the new mixed bag things. You don't mean late uploads, do you? Please tell me I don't have to go and playlist the late uploads. A whole one just for blueprints, yeah. True. The late uploads are the ones that I uploaded from like 2022 to 2023 before I started uploading all of the VODs. And if I have to make those, I will die inside. Into all Minecraft and then others. I could try it. Okay, well, don't do that. Yeah, that would be insane. Rest up your mind. Like series hardcore, maybe a besties playlist. I see. Definitely, I want a blueprints playlist because I haven't been keeping track and everything, and I want to watch it again. All right, just when I think that my VOD channel days are over, when I'm like out of the thick of it, there's always more to do. Live it this time, no need to apologize. Cool. I'm on to the finale of Cowboys. Hey, I mean, whenever you stop the main, you can focus on the VODs. I love this dark gradient. We'll use it anywhere else. This... I know what you're asking. It's clever strategy. Trying to figure out whether this color palette will appear elsewhere in the build for your drawing. No, this specific color palette is reserved for mechanical pipes, which is why you don't see me using Blackstone anywhere else, because I needed something purplish to pop against the like cold grays. This is like that one joke I now have with Candy Phone, where every time they ask a question about like my coding practices, I'm like, oh, so basically the reason why I did like this. Why do you want to know? Wait a minute. Who are you? So what dark we use for the big white part with the antenna on top? Maybe this. I don't know. I haven't got there yet. I've been digging for any BTS info for years. I know. I feel like they're going to release some kind of like massive POW killer. It's like all of the same practices we use. Like, I recognize this strategy. What makes this bit particularly funny is the fact that like POW Creations tries to be as open source as possible. Like, I hide as little as possible about how we do things because I want competition. Like, I want other people to be doing development companies, because the more good Minecraft SMPs and Minecraft content that's being pushed out means that the genre of game that we create for, aka Minecraft, is seen as more popular. And the longer it's seen as popular, the more beneficial our the more safe our livelihood is. So we need like more and more good SMPs. Which is also why like POW Creations was initially started as a consultation company. And it's still on my to-do list, where we would actually like, I'm kind of like letting the cat out of the bag here a little bit, but I'm telling you anyway. It's mainly to hold myself accountable so that I do it one day. I wanted POW Creations to have like forms that we would open, applications, and people who run SMPs would like pitch their idea. And then we would essentially be like angel investors for these SMPs. Where if we like the idea enough, we would be brought on to consult the production of the SMP, finance the like back end, the texture pack, the announcement art, and all that stuff. And then like the only thing that we would get in response to that is whenever they like make a tweet about like the announcement, it would be like powered by POW Creations. Powered by POW Creations. I think I mentioned this before. Yeah. Dragon's Den, yeah, essentially Dragon's Den, but for SMPs. Like in the same way that like if you do a server with Bisect hosting, as like if you're sponsored by them, you're basically just meant to say powered by Bisect hosting in the like title of it. Yeah, powered by POW is cool. Maybe we'll do that one day. Maybe like when we're like, if either Appa or myself ever goes like, I think I'm done. I think I'm gonna take a step back. That kind of leaves the other person open to then be like, I'm gonna take the name, and rather than like doing our own stuff, helping other people do their stuff. Sort of like an athlete retiring and then being on hire as a coach for like other upcoming athletes. I'm gone now. Bye. Oop. I'd be heartbroken if that happened though. Yeah, but it would be like a night if it happened and then didn't, like if we retired and then it didn't happen, that would be worse. It kind of looks like you have a Tang print on your shirt. Oh wait, you're right. No, that ruins it. It has to be like this. New merch, guys. Check it out. Tang shirt. I have to stay completely still or it doesn't work. Wait. I want it, gimme. This would be such a bad merch design. It's just a picture of Tang. Yeah, and then I guess we would have like how creations stay afloat by monetizing like the merch by selling enamel pins and plushies and prints or whatever, and then having our Patreon. But like any money that we get from the merch would only like cover the costs of the production, and then the rest would go to whoever like owns the SMP. A poorly printed pic of Tang. Okay, cool. We're missing this bit at the back here. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of this. How does someone apply for SMP help? No, I'm saying that this is like a hypothetical. Like this is what Power Creations was initially going to be. And then we realized that we were just too busy to be able to do that. Was there originally Deep Slate in this? No, okay, cool. Someone should make that on Redbubble. No, don't do that. Like maybe it will be that again one day, but for the time being, we got too much on our plate. There's a spider in there somewhere. Oh, chat, there's an abysmal mod I mean, you've seen me play it. In Fear Nightfall, there is a horrible mod called Smart Creepers or Smarter Mobs or something like that, where it makes the AI obviously smarter, that's a given, but like creepers will find out what block where you are if they see you. There's a horrible mod and their name is Raveltag. If creepers know where you are, they will go to the other side of the wall from you, even if they can't directly reach you, and like blow a hole through the wall so that other mobs can like come through, which is messed up. Because you'll just be like sitting in your house and then you're like, and just suddenly the wall's gone. It's pretty sick though. Like I hate it, but it's pretty sick. That is not correct. That's too early. Will we do a horror SMP one day? Yeah, I can see us doing a horror SMP one day. I say that isn't unlikely. Is it Crimson? Hey, let's not start making guesses now. He has that look. I have no look about me. I don't even look at things anymore. And then we'll blend this to here. Okay. Good. We just want... You know what? I agree with past Owen. Doing it out of Netherrack was good. It allows me to compartmentalize the build, and I can see exactly what I need to do. And I know that I like the shape. So it's all coming up Millhouse. That being said, this bit is not done. That damn smirk. That damn smurl. Okay, this needs to be... And then he just closes his eyes. Yeah. That's how progressive I am. I just don't see things anymore. I just don't look. Can't have prejudice towards things that you don't perceive. See how Owen does not read that message? That confirms it. True. I would like some half slabs, I think. Hup. Ow. I don't know why I said ow. I didn't hurt myself in any way, shape, or form. Right, let's grab... Oh, no. Oh, there's no such thing as half slabs for these. We can clear this out. I don't know why I thought all the mods were testers. I can imagine why you would think that. Jerk! Hello, how you doing? Go on, mate, it's been a while. How have you been? What have you been up to? If you need to dash, by the way, no worries. I'm aware that when people raid me, sometimes I just accost them with questions, and then it's like they feel like a responsibility to ask, like, you know, sit around and tell me about it. And actually they're raiding because they're leaving. I recently got hooked on Hollow Knight. Hold on one moment. On Hollow Knight, that's an interesting... let me give you VIP, because it's kind of embarrassing that you don't have it yet. Embarrassing for me, given the fact that you were, you know, at my wedding. I unlocked the orchard. How's Hollow Knight being, chat? I can't... Yeah, I actually sent Jivik a very, very big message venting about how I've basically been playing this game handicap because I haven't unlocked Orchard until now. And I will say again, it's actually messed up that I didn't unlock it until now. I now also see what you mean when you were like, oh, the red rooms are good. You should do more red rooms, because you were trying to help me find the Orchard. The game is hard, but I've been trying my best. It is hard. I remember there was a certain area that I got to that I was like, determined to try and beat, and I just couldn't. And then eventually Dad was like, why don't you just go and get stronger? And I was like, because then I will have failed beating it at the level I was when I found it. And in the end, I did have to go and get stronger. That was a really hard pill to swallow. Like, I knew he was right, but I wanted to beat it at the level I was when I first encountered it. That felt like I was like, you know, super strong, cool, nice, epic. Instead of a loser, stupid. How did people find the Orchard so fast? Probably because they paid attention. I gave up on the Mantis Lord bosses so fast. I want to come back and one-shot them. I don't care. Yeah, do it. There's absolutely no shame. We need to... Technically, these are actually meant to be like that, because it's meant to show where the pipes go. So I guess I'll leave this. Cool. That's an interesting texture. We have about 30 minutes left, chat, to get this done before I gotta go. So lock him. Okay, looking fine. This is going to be a slightly darker spot. Just, yeah, it really is. And like, we'd been in that room loads of times before that. So the fact that I had been in there and hadn't done anything with it, or like hadn't taken note of it. I even think we'd been in there with a magnifying glass, so it's even more embarrassing. But whatever. I want to do this and see what this looks like on the other side. What did I do? Yeah, okay. This is going to be an interesting one. Like time for me. See you later. I guess people find the Orchard fast because they had explored around and they had a magnifying glass with the room, break room. Honestly, we could have actually found the Orchard earlier, because I remember whilst watching, there was a point we watched match this, but we skipped looking for that one photo. Yeah. I didn't even know that. I mean, I'll be really surprised if someone points out that I had taken note of that photo, because in my memory, I didn't. Like at no point did I remember being like, oh, I should come back and look at that. So I just don't think I saw it. So yeah, I'm going to show you the other side. But I got to finish this bit first. Let's do that. Yeah, we looked at the man with the camera with the magnifying glass mostly, not the tree. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, we can sleep now. I'm excited to see how this looks from afar. I want to add a stair right here. And I think to do that, I'm going to need to use polished deep slate, which I have 2 of, so that's not too bad. I sent 2 quick visuals in Mist trying to explain what part I don't understand from the build, because I know if I explain that to you, it will be here an hour. I'm just going to try and eyeball it. I ain't tabbing out. I'm a no tab out streamer anymore. Never happening again. I'm just going to do it by vibes alone. Or not at all. Oh, look at that cape. Okay. This and this. That should help with like the shape language of the entire thing. Uh-oh. Back up here we go. Sending you a really important DM you must reply to immediately. No. Unless Luan or Big Ewan need you. I'm never locking out. I'm always going to be locked in forever. You heard me. I kind of want to make this a little bit lighter. I'm going to need some more basalt. Dang it. Oh, hey, Luan. Oopsie. Oh, nice. Last minute clutch. Here we go. Your tools are cooked. They're not. They've been in better shape. I tend to be always on death's row when it comes to these tools. Can't go to 8 PM meeting. That means that's just me locking in on something else. Are you doing an MCC practice this week? It depends on if my team are. We will see. If they do, then great. Otherwise, no wise. Yeah, that technically actually needs to be like this. Someone else? No. It's just a seamless lock-in twice over. And then what's happening is I'm locking in on everything subsequently after that. And like a stack. I'm locked in on this. And then the Crimson test happens and I lock in on that. I don't unlock on this. And I just keep adding things. Sleep, lock in on dinner. Not in that order, the other way around. Lock in on waking up. And then as I do them, I pop them off the stack until stream time happens again. And oh, look at that. I'm still locked in on this build. That's how we're going to be doing this. And I'm sure it's going to be really healthy and I'm not going to have like a burnout or anything. Ah, dang it. Okay, good. That's that bit done. That gonna break? Nope, because that never shoots. And one day the stack will just become crumbling down around you. Yeah, and I'll be free. Boop, 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 boop. I don't want to do the exact same texturing that I did here, so I'm gonna start this. There you go. That'll look a little bit different. Cool. This 24-hour musical I did. That's a long musical. What does a fish magician use to set up their guitar? A tuna. Very good. Very good. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. That. There. Nope. Okay, and then this just needs to go here, which can just be this. Great. technically that should be andesite and stone and various other bits of texturing. This should also be the same as that. Why does everyone assume it's that the musical is 24 hours? Well, it's called the 24-hour musical. So you're kind of leading us down the garden path there and then telling us why you're expecting to go to the garden. That's not entirely on us. 24-hour musical means you have 24 hours from finding out what musical you're doing to performing the musical. You should call it that. 24 hours from finding out what musical you're doing to perform the musical, the musical. That feels like a jump in expectations of people to understand that that's what that means. That's cool, though. We did Legally Blonde. So you find out and then you just gotta... Are you off script by the time the musical hits? All right, Stevie, here you go. What is it? You want to see the right-hand side from the other side? Because I was confused as to why you're doing this side of the building. That doesn't feel like you need to do this bit. Grab that. The whole backside is best. Why are you doing the backside of it? That looks really cool. Thanks. Let's see how it looks, shall we? Big moment here. Walking out into the field and turning around. Here it is. I'm going to go over to that stump specifically. It's almost like I made that. Did I make that? That feels like a really weird generation to have occurred naturally, but I don't remember placing this here. So here we go. Hup. Yeah, I mean, you literally can't see that from over here. So whatever. This looks the exact same as when we started today, but you can't see that netherrack now, but you can see a little bit poking out there. See you later, Grove. Wowie. No, don't wowie it. It's not great. We're going to add a panel onto that. I mean, what I'm saying is the build's good, but we haven't changed anything really. We need to fix this bit up here. We need to add a pipe going here. This is like a breaker box. Let me wowie. Sorry. We need to add the actual internals, but that will come after we decorate the outside. I kind of like that little. It looks like a keychain. Looks like you'd put a keychain on it. So I'm going to 3D print this and make it into a really horrible keychain. Okay. We have about 15 minutes. I'm going to go check out what it looks like from the other side. Keychain when. Feels like a weird, don't test me. Carabiner cord, don't test me. Let me just pop some scaffolding here so I can hop over this. I wonder if I'll ever make these into anything. I built these specifically just so it would look nice when coming from this direction. All of this is artificial. It feels so off-center. Kind of excited how it would turn out at the end. Yeah, it is kind of an off-center build, in fairness. Yeah, those are pipes. Yes, that's the view. That's what you were looking for? That's the spot I've been looking for. Good. Yeah, I like that. It's nice how changing the block palette gives it that distinction of pipe. That looks way better. That's probably the best gradient I've done so far. I agree with chat. You guys were saying this was a good gradient. I was like, this looks the same as every other one I've done. But no, this is the best one. It's the most natural feeling. I need to fix this a little bit at the top. I kind of want to add some like coupling situations going on up here. What are you building? This is called a channel hopper. And the reason for it in lore is to send us to... It's not here right now. You're traveling dimensions? How did you know? Oh, it says there. I was like, I didn't say. The Nether planet. Yes, very good. So, it looks better with shaders. Eventually, this will be like... This kind of just looks like... This feels really weird to see from this angle. To the moon! Yeah, so that's all good. We're going to make that into an actual building. Add the various things that we need to add in order to make it look good. I like that the sheep here can graze happily. This guy's in a bit of a situation. He can't get down from there. Looks like it does look like an empty PS5 shell. You're right. I was trying to like picture in my head, like, what is this? Can't believe I added all these ores. I just saw that coal and I was like, oh, I should take that. And then I realized I put it there. Maybe I'm just psychic. Maybe you are. Whoa, the haze is cool. Picture in your what now? Huh? What are you saying, darling? What'd you see go? What? What is it? Someone stuck down the well again. Hello? Oh no! Oh, in your head. Oh, I see. That's how I was remembering it from the past. I was looking into the future and remembering it from the future. All right, I've got 15 minutes. I can like fix up those patches over there. And I will, because I don't like seeing netherrack. If I see netherrack, it means I haven't done something properly. I'm missing a section, and I refuse to miss a section on something that I'm doing right now. Okay, we're looking at... Let's just make it like tough, and slightly darker blocks because it's going to be in the shade. So I would just do tough. I keep thinking of horse C. No, yeah, me too. I get what you mean. I don't want it to be just that, so maybe I'll use a little bit of andesite. Work done, success. Well done. That's huge. All of it? That's crazy. Not all? Okay, fair. Can we still not say that block because chat couldn't stop making jokes? We could probably unblock that one now. When can we start making guesses for Crimson SMP cars? There are 14 people. Your guesses for the cast are only considered valid if you guess exactly 14 or less than, including Appa and myself. It's an average size length SMP. I need more scaffolding. Oh, good. It was just here. Sick. So 12 other people, yes. If you guess 15, 16, 18 people, even you can't then later go, I was right about like more than half of them, because you've guessed more than was going to be there. Cowboy was short length. Cowboy was short length, yes. It's going to hit the board. Yeah, exactly. Let me sprinkle in a little bit of andesite. Let's keep it to the tough here because this is going to end up being a little bit lighter. Was Cowboys only a month? I think it ended up being like a month and a week, which is crazy because I really didn't want it to go more than... I wanted us to like stick by our guns, no pun intended, our blasters, and like actually try and do a short length SMP that didn't like then feature creep in terms of like length of running. And we did, which is awesome and insane that we managed to do it. Oh, it was only 3 days extra? That's crazy. Good job, us. Background stuff to do more lore. I can't say who is or isn't going to be in the SMP. And then we had to lock in for the wedding. Oh, like immediately afterwards, yeah. That was crazy. Just gonna use this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What was there a cross? Almost. Oh, this is a T shape. Shape? I mean, I meant like a symbol. This is Jesus T-posing. I'm uncomfortable with what we've created today. Okay, great. That's now like going up into there. I have 9 minutes. That's long enough for me to want to try and do these little edge pieces. I just need andesite, regular stone, and a bit of light gray wool. Same for the inside of that. This build is giving B-dubs. Yes! I've succeeded. Light grey wool, andesite, stone, polished andesite. No tough. Cool. Oh, hello. Am I still winning the gold? No, good. Okay, this is gonna take... Technically, this should be a little bit darker, but I don't want to make it too dark because I don't want to ruin the distinction that we're making between this and the rest of the build, the pipes. So we'll keep it light. Using a bit of that to do that. That should not be stone. That should be light gray. Cool. There's that bit. All materials are actually different kinds of metal. Yeah, sort of, yeah. I would look at like a modern day skyscraper to get an understanding of like what we're dealing with. Like I imagine they probably use stone at certain parts, but also they use metals. Yeah, we do have an orc stream if we reach it. There's a zombie underneath us here. Okay, we just need to do this bit, and then that's it. Here, let's add a splash of andesite there. You can do stone, more andesite, finishing up with stone and wool. Then it never happened. No, I did it. I asked the other day if I'd done all of them, and chat was saying that I was all clued up, or I was all keyed off, squared out, squared up, polished off. Right, next stream we're going to do this bit because I don't know why it hasn't been done yet. What was I doing? Why did I not finish it? Why did I get halfway through texturing and then stop? Did I like build the inside of this? That can't be it. If I can't be bothered to do this, I'll probably do like, we have to basically take this and then dig down like this. We need to basically connect these so it goes all the way down through this, so it makes a wall so that the pool doesn't go like under the build in a weird way. And then the same for this side as well. This pipe is, yeah, that's getting stuff. That's taking it here, which means I need to take some pipes and lead it round to here. We've got to connect this up to something, but that's for details later. We are slowly getting rid of more and more of this netherrack. The inside is going to be a fun one. Maybe you got bored or tired. Probably, yeah. This stream is all I ever could have wanted. Let's finish off today by looking at how much... Yeah, I don't hate this. Let's look at how much iron we have. It'll look better once it has the details. Right now, it's like all texturing. That's just like one flat wall. But when we add like, there's going to be a big number on the side and things that like pop away from the texturing. We'll see. Not enough. Not nearly enough. I don't even think we've done the iron trap doors yet, let alone the anvils. As if it's a pair of shears. Oh yeah, I can see that. Let's go down here. Right. Okay, 21 blocks of iron. Let's see if there's anything in here. Yeah, no, this ain't working. The other one is stopping it from working. I need to move this backwards. Past streams, you never looked at this build from that right-hand side. I'm lucky you worked on this part today. Yes, true. All right, gang. Imagine if I built this on the diagonal. Just like, boop. That would have been pretty cool. Having this square thing be slightly askew would have been cool. I might do that in more future builds. I think it's cool to build on not a... This is like very much built on the axis. And I think builds look better when they have a bit of skewiness to them. Another day for a different one. Are we ending early today? I have got a test in technically 15 minutes, but I want to end early before that so that I can actually figure out what I'm going to do for dinner and stuff like that in the short amount of time that I have. Do the scaffolding blocks mean something? Some of them will have, but mostly no. Let's raid into... Let's raid into Shadowstone. We haven't raided into Shadowstone in ages. So forgive me, Rising. I'm so sorry. I'm raiding into someone, but we can do a joint raid right now. Shadowstone is a very good hardcore streamer. Has a hardcore world of 4,000 days plus, which means they must have reset since the last time that I raided them because I think they were on higher last time. But their commitment to the grind is crazy. Tell them I said hi. Enjoy his POV. Thank you very much, Silver Gaming Rising, for the raid again. And I will see you all tomorrow. But it will be a little bit later because I have a test before the stream is moved. So it's going to eat into 6 o'clock a little bit. It's fine. I will see you a little bit later tomorrow. I thank you very much for joining me. Bye.